Well,
So that was commercial break slash technological issues. Damn technology. But as we were talking about the whole Spence versus Crawford fight, as we were switching over to boxing, and I was saying, Bob Arum, that could have been your money. Instead, it went to Al Heyman and Bud and Spence. But did you happen to see the video where Bud was jabbing at Jamal Charlo, saying, "You next"? So could we possibly see Carmel and Bud? Would Bud even possibly go up to being a middleweight, considering that he is the king of two divisions? He came in with one, walked out with four, now has a total of 8 belts.
I
I'm
ain't
not saying,
I ain't mad at it.
but I'm just saying.
I'm not mad
And
at
then
it.
and then if we get Jamal against Caleb Plant after what happened in at the weigh-in, some little slap boxing going on.
My plant like trying to slap people. He tried to slap Canelo at their presser. What is this man trying to do? He trying to get his life taken away because boy, them Charlo boys ain't no joke.
They are not.
I think I
And
would be
for the
a
matter,
boxer.
neither is.
I
But then
believe
again,
I would
neither
be
is cinnamon.
well. That is very true too. I believe I would be a boxing fan again if the Charlo brother, one of the Charlos fight Bud. Yeah, the, just let me sit back and just watch good boxing.
Well, now let me ask you this, and I wish it wasn't 12 a.m. in Texas because I really would love to give Ruff's view on this, even though I did send him an invite. But some boxing fans are saying that in his prime, they're saying that they don't know if Floyd could have handled Bud. What do you say to that? Boy, he's thinking hard about this. Oh boy.
This almost is like when everybody tries to compare Michael Jordan with LeBron James. Boxing is a little bit different now with the way Bud is going on with it. Floyd, it was. I would say that Floyd Mayweather fought Shane Mosley, and Shane Mosley is I'm not saying he's Bud, but he's somewhat of a caliber boxer like Bud. With the power that Bud has, Mayweather tasted that, ate it, got pissed off. And
Yes.
after he got pissed off, Shane
He
Mosley,
pitched a shutout.
he did not touch him the rest of that fight. It was a clinic. So what I'm saying with that is, I think Floyd would have adjusted, but the hardest thing that I think that because the reason why I say Floyd would adjust it because of his defense, the shoulder roll, he would have been able to take on Bud normal and Bud southpaw Bud because he would have been like, "Oh, you going southpaw? Well, I'm gonna switch my defense up on that a little bit." So now I got to come in with the quicker jab instead of when I'm fighting a straight orthodox boxer or unorthodox, whatever. But I think we would have got a trilogy out of that if they would have came up in the same era. I think we would have got a trilogy. Floyd would have got the points. I could have seen maybe a draw coming out of it because they both would have been throwing about the good same amount of punches, and it's kind
The
of
counter
hard.
game.
Yeah, the counter game would have been ridiculous. The jab game would have been ridiculous. The right crosses would have been ridiculous. Hooks would have been. I mean, this is the type of boxing match that you would want to see. So I kind of see the comparison, but you can't do that because they fought differently. That
Different eras. Different
I'd have
eras.
paid to see that fight though. I'd have tried to sell any and everything that I had if it was too expensive, just not to sit here and watch this in my house and see two outstanding boxers. You got the shoulder roll going against Omaha's best, who fight southpaw and regular. You couldn't ask for anything better. That would have
No, not at all. Not at all.
That would have been great for boxing. And it probably would have never happened because Floyd would have tried to hit him with the ooh-wops. You know what I'm saying? But that would have been a good match. But give me Charlo, give me Boots. I'll take any one of those right now. You can even give me the rematch. I'll take that again because I believe you won't get the same fight that you got in the first one.
No. But going back to just what you said about a second, Boots and Bud, oh, that would be very intriguing. Oh my goodness, that'd be intriguing. Because Boots almost fights somewhat similar to Bud because Boots can be southpaw and he can box orthodox or unorthodox, same as Bud can. Those two styles will make it very, 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 very intriguing. Now,
you talk about chess.
That'd be the ultimate chess match.
Oh, you're damn right.
The ultimate chess match.
Oh yeah.
The ultimate chess match. So, as we now are approaching the dog days of summer in Major League Baseball, pennant races continue to heat up. The Giants finished their homestand with a very good 7-2 homestand, which you will take every day of the week. But it was pitching and it was defense and one timely hit off the bat of Lamont Wade Jr. that got the win for a 1-0 game, which
it was lunchtime.
Very rarely.
Lunchtime.
Lunchtime, Lamont. Very rarely does a team win a baseball game and you only have 2 hits. But the Giants with just 2 damn hits found a way to get the win.
That's it.
But unfortunately, that's it. 2 hits, 2 goddamn hits. You can't say goddamn on the air. Who cares? No one's watching, listening anyway.
The hell with
good old Harry Dog. Yes, we make a lot of reference to the movie Major League, one of our all-time favorite baseball movies, and as we like to say, it's our tradition because every time we get together, we always watch that movie. We could be in the middle taking a freaking nap in the middle nowhere. Somebody pops that movie on, we will instantly wake up and be like Willie Mays says, shit, cut already?
We at least watch about 4 or 5 times before you go home.
Yes. Get that man a uniform. But nonetheless, the Giants still 2.5 games out as the Oakland A's could not do us no favors as the Dodgers sweep them. But again, I get it. The A's are not very good, but the Giants
transitioning
2.5 back.
They're just transitioning.
Yes. But they're still 2.5 up in the wild card. Actually, the Giants have the number 1 spot in the wild card.
We don't want the wild card, but we'll take it.
No. Which means if the season ended today, they would be playing the
Cardinals. Cardinals or Reds?
They would. Right now it would be Milwaukee Brewers because they have a half game lead over the Reds in the very tight NL Central. And not only that, as you mentioned, the Cubs are making a push. The Cubs are only 2.5 back in the NL Central. The Cubs making some moves. They decided not to trade Cody Bellinger. They decided not to trade Marcus Stroman. And right now the Cubs 2 back in the wild card, 2.5 back in the division. Even though I do think if there is possibly, well, actually, it could be the West or the East that possibly has 3 playoff teams.
Wow.
In this, because the Phillies are right there, the Marlins are right there. Obviously, Cincinnati's there. Obviously, the Diamondbacks are still in contention for the wild card spot. Of course, the Giants have one of those wild card slots. So right now, your division leaders are the Brewers, Dodgers, Braves. So right now, the Giants hold the number 1 wild card slot. A game and a half up on the Phillies, and right now the Reds hold on to the last spot with the Marlins a half game back, 1.5 game back, and the Cubs 2 games back. Now, in the American League, which the Baltimore Orioles, really not surprising, but the Orioles have now surpassed us having the best record in the American League. They got 67 wins.
Yep.
They're
Yep.
two they're 2 up on Tampa Bay, 7.5 on the Blue Jays, and the Indians. There I go again. The
Well,
Twins and the
that's
Guardians.
what we grew up watching. Indians,
I know.
Redskins.
I know.
That's what I know. RFK Stadium, damn it.
One of I'm talking about the 80s and 90s. RFK Stadium was the lowest capacity out of all the stadiums in the NFL.
Yep.
But by God, it was one of the loudest.
The Hogs,
The
baby.
Hogs were in full force. The Hogettes, their
Yes.
fans, in full force, barbecue ribs and all,
Hey,
and literally
Them,
the stadium
Raider Nation.
and the stadium would literally shake. The seats would shake. And there's that famous cut on NFL films when they're screaming, "We want Dallas, we want Dallas," and you're literally seeing the stadium shake as the fans are going nuts. I'm telling you, watching a football game at old RFK Stadium, which of course is named after Robert Francis Kennedy,
Yes.
former senator, of course, the brother of President Kennedy.
Yes.
RFK Stadium, just like old Cleveland Municipal Stadium, some of the great home field advantages in the NFL. Now, the Rangers and Astros, their things are heating up in that pennant race. The Astros are a game and a half back, and they re-added Justin Verlander at the line, which he leaves after the season, signs with the Mets, waives his no trade clause to go back deep in the heart of Texas to join Dusty Baker and that Astros team.
Well, maybe his heart was left in Texas.
And in the wild card. Hey, and there's nothing wrong with that.
You know what they say?
So in the American League wild card right now, what saying is that?
All my exes live in Texas.
Well, that is a song. Yes, it is. So right now, the division leaders are the Twins in the Central, the Orioles in the East, and the Rangers in the West. So right now, your wild card slots will belong to the Tampa Bay Rays, Astros, and the Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay.
To which, so things just continue to heat up. And the Niners decided to sign a taco stand as Taco Charlton signed the contract with the Niners.
Taco Tuesdays all
So
day.
now the Niners Taco Tuesdays in Santa Clara, California, right in the heart of Silicon Valley. Now, something you showed me earlier today,
Oh.
and that was all fans, folks. Just listen to some of these names that are still free agents that are still available. Which, by the way, Unique Ngakwe, 1 year deal with the Bears after spending a season with the Colts.
That is going.
That certainly will help. That is going to help the Bears pass rush immensely.
For sure.
Now, this is what some free agents are still left out here. Okay. Of course, we know Dalvin Cook is still out there.
Yes.
Kareem Hunt is still out there.
Yes.
Jadeveon Clowney is still out there.
Shocking.
Leonard Fournette and Ezekiel Elliott are still out there.
Ezekiel Elliott alone is shocking.
Dalton Reisner, guard, is still out there. Teddy Bridgewater, can be a good backup quarterback for anybody, he's still out there. Kenny Galladay is still out there. Melvin Ingram and Kyle Van Noy, edge rushers, are still out there. The mighty Quinn, Robert Quinn, is still out there as an edge rusher.
Jesus.
And just huge. I mean, you look at most of this list, and also Jarvis Landry, he's also available. So you look at this
Oh,
list.
I might have missed that name.
You can possibly start your own team with this roster that you have right here, almost pretty much.
Yeah, that's a that's what you call that an
which is
expanded team.
which is insane to think about. But hey, it is what it is. But that's just insane.
I don't know what's going on with that.
But
I'll take a few of those names right now.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, heck, yeah, you'll still take Davin Cook right now because he's still out there.
Oh yes, most definitely.
But with that said, I'm sure they will find a team before the season starts. So which again, September 7th, September 7th, the first Thursday of September, you get Lions and you'll get the Chiefs. And we get it on for real on September the 10th. So somewhere in between late August and September, you will get our prediction show, as we have done one every year.
Yep.
We will pick our division winners.
Yep.
And we will do our yearly homer and non-homer Super Bowl pick. So
we also need to do our weekly picks. We need to start from week 1.
Okay. This year, finally, we will do our weekly picks from week 1 on. We will not catch it in the middle of the season like we've done it the first 2 years. We will actually do this
from week 1
on.
So what
also, in addition to that,
what do we put on the line for this one? Whoever has a better record. What's going on? I'm down. Gift card to somewhere to eat or something or whatever.
Gift card, or if you win, I buy you a bottle of tequila and have it meant to you.
Vice versa. Crown Apple.
All right. So
there it is. You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the bet.
You heard it. So that's the bet. Tequila for him, Canadian whiskey for me. So there we go. So, as we are always excited when it gets to the football season.
Man, it seems like we get an extra pep in our step when football comes around. It's like we sit up a lot straighter on our shows and we deliver the shoulders.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas.
I think we interrupt
Christmas and New Year.
Yeah, we interrupt ourselves more talking about football than any other. If you look at any shows, when football comes around, I think you're going to hear a lot of, you go ahead. No, you go ahead. No, you go ahead. We're going to have to work on that. And we're just so excited to talk about football because I know that's our passion. I mean, we have passion for every other thing that we do and what we put in with other sports. But when football comes around, I mean, hell, I think we're
and that's just not talking about our respective teams that we cheer for.
Yeah, that's watching football. That's all 32 teams.
Yes.
I mean, I think
go ahead. Even though he always says, fuck 31 others, it's about one, and I understand his logic. All day, I get it, but we also enjoy watching players shine, and we enjoy watching players make great plays, and we enjoy watching defenses make good defensive plays. So yes, we are biased to our teams because that's why we root for the respect we root for. But if the opposing team kicks our ass, we will give the opposing team credit because that's just what we do. Like I said, one thing always pride ourselves on is certain subjects that other sports shows just talk to death. Because we don't want to bore you with that. Because Lord knows we wouldn't want to talk about it every single day. Like one time is enough, and that's it.
Move on
to the next subject. That's what we try to do and always have strive to do on this show, which is okay. Talk about one time, That's it. That's done. Now,
There is no slurpage on this show. Only slurpage you'll get is when we talk about maybe our own team, and that's about it. That's it. We ain't doing no Tom Brady, this, that, and the third. You might hear us homer out on boxing because you might hear us talk about a lot of boxing. That football and boxing is what we're going to talk about. That's it. As you see,
especially with all these potential fights that possibly might be coming.
I think if it's done right, like I said, we got 3 to 5 years of good boxing with this young talent that's coming up right now.
Oh yeah.
We can be real happy with a lot of what's coming up if they do it right, and they see it, and you know it's amazing. I'm so proud of what boxing is trying to do right now. They're probably trying to get it back right because when we were kids, heavyweight division, Pernell Whitaker. I mean, Julio Cesar Chavez. I mean, I can sit here and talk about
senior,
boxing.
not junior.
Excuse me, senior. I can sit here and just say all that we got blessed with. I mean, Phoenix Trinidad. I mean, come on.
Tito Senior slapping his son in the corner, talking about wake up, you're losing, wake up. And then would slap him, and it seemed like it would wake up Tito Jr., and then Tito would just proceed to go knock. Perfect example was when he fought Fernando Vargas. And Vargas dropped Vargas. And as they're going to Tito's corner, and you hear Larry Merchant and George Foreman going back and forth, all you hear is Felix De Jesus, interpreter, is screaming what Tito Sr. is shouting to Junior, and then wake up, and then Tito finished, puts the video on Fernando Vargas. I'm just saying, Senior was the gift that kept on giving, smacking the head of his son, wake his ass, and be like, okay, go beat him. It's almost like John Henderson when he was with the Jaguars, having one of the trainers slap the bejesus out of him like Beavis is getting slapped by Butthead. Talking about, oh, come on now, don't better than that. He
said Beavis getting slapped by Buddy.
And I was for and no, don't want the smoke. Don't want it at all.
None of it.
But hey, as we come towards the end, like, still hard to believe that this is 100 episodes, but I will say this, all right. So we can call that another commercial break, or paying some bills if we actually had a sponsor, which hopefully that'll come somewhere down the road. But as I said, as we're coming up against it, but as I was saying, there's a lot of people I could have chose to do a sports show with, but I perhaps wouldn't want to do it with anybody else, because like I said, even though it is both of our shows, but Mizzle gets the bulk of the credit because he was the driving force. Be like, you know what? Damn it, it's time, and I'm glad he did it. And doing this show with you is one of the highlights of my day when we get the chance to do it, because I know how much he is passionate about sports. And if we can be in an actual studio with props and cueing the old Mike Singletary, can't do it, among other things. But he's definitely one of the people I would love to choose to do this show with, and I just want to say I appreciate you, I love you, and thank you for this amazing ride. That's only going to continue to happen because we are not going to stop at 100 episodes. That's for damn sure.
I'm not going nowhere. If as long as he keeps me on this earth to continue to be a great dad, a good husband, a good friend. This is what I would love to do. And yeah,
And the second greatest asshole in the world.
Well, yeah, Tom Sula.
There's the Tom Sula.
But you give off the same passion that I have for. Oh, we ain't going nowhere just yet, brother.
Oh, well, we got one guest. So like here we go.
Last time he comes in the clutch, keep the show going.
In the clutch, out of nowhere.
Let's go. But I'll say this real quick before Dugan gets in here. I say I could not have done this without you. And to get here, to be on 100, and what a perfect moment to jump right in, because this is one of our longest guests. We can say the longest you've been on this show. Anybody else that we invite to be on here?
Yeah. So, he has been the most frequently guest star occurring role on this show.
You are the Mad Dog Russo to our show, without all the madness.
Yes.
Welcome, Dugan. Welcome to our 100th episode, man. Thank you.
And minus the yelling. So
and that's what I said. Minus the madness.
I don't know how much. Yeah. So I don't know how much of the Browns Jets game that you watched, or did you watch any of it at all?
I didn't watch any of it at all. I'm sorry. I'm getting to the point preseason, unless it's my Niners where I gotta focus. You know, second, third string, some people ain't gonna make it. I wasn't down for this one. No. You know, maybe in the second games, maybe I might put something in, but this one, yeah, nothing major. And then I got a work call, so y'all know that screwed me up all the way.
Fair enough. Well, while you're here, on the 1st is your birthday. So from Mizzle and I, good sir, again, happy birthday. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
It sucked that I didn't get the chance to see it.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry.
It sucked that I didn't get the chance to see you and Mrs. while you're no.
It's life. Life. Yeah, we got.
We have the rest of our lives to have more fellowship, so I guarantee it damn sure not be the last time that'll happen.
Yeah, trust me, you in that heat, man. that heat ain't nothing to joke with, man. I mean, jeez.
But here's what people don't understand. Okay, now 2 weeks I was in Bullheads in
Arizona, right? You're not seeing him as well, right? It's not just me.
Yeah, I would say he on frozen mode. I was just making sure it wasn't.
So it's just not me. I'm thinking it's my connection, but what he was trying to say was he was in Arizona, and I guess while he was in Arizona, that's where the heat was kicking his butt.
I can see. I think it's hotter in Arizona than it is in Vegas.
Well, they both got that desert. He'll try back here in a second.
Yeah, I know he'll come back in.
Normally I'll pause and that'll be our commercial break. But since you're here, I can just continue to talk. So that lets me know that it's not my connection. It's
which is fun. Well, you know, they were expecting rain when I left there, so maybe he got some rain. Because other than that, there ain't nothing but desert stars out there. There ain't nothing to be messing the connection with.
Well, he has one of the crappiest Wi-Fi's in the world, because this is not the first that we always go through this. But you didn't miss nothing pretty much in that the preseason game. It was just like you said, the third stringers out there. It was just good. Somebody hit somebody for me. That's
like, hey, Jets, Browns fans, go ahead. You got to scout your team. It looked like Zach Wilson actually, trying to do some kind of one of those like, whoo, almost avoided that one. That was supposed to be our pick.
That deep ball he threw was pretty nice. I don't know if you saw that.
I never seen the highlights. I heard it on the radio when I was coming back.
Okay.
I heard it do it.
Okay. It was. I mean, like I said, it's preseason. Nobody ain't out there trying to play at their full capacity, but just to see that the Jets defense is going to be nice. They're.
I agree.
Of course, because they have you guys as former coach. But
I'm about to say, hey, it's the funny side of the Kyle Shanahan tree. Kyle's the offense, but it's mostly our defensive coordinators.
Well, I mean, yeah, he solid coach. Of course, Ryan's getting his first shot up there with the Texas and Houston.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Did anybody else from Kyle's? Well, Sean McVay before he made his own trip. I mean, there's some
not to mention Mike McDaniels, the Dolphins head coach,
really
came from the Shanahan
that's
tree.
the offensive
He was,
side. Yeah.
and I think the floor, the head coach of the Pack, he was under the Shanahan tree also.
He was.
So, I mean,
Kyle
is. So Kyle is being that extent.
He's a Belichick.
Again,
I would say he's a Belichick with the tree.
He's got a nice little tree going there. Surprisingly enough, yeah.
But again, all it is just Daddy Shanahan is an extension of the Bill Walsh tree, and we all know how many branches the Bill Walsh tree has, as it has implemented its game into the NFL.
But John
Reed, which of course Reed and Mariucci came from the Mike Holmgren tree, who of course Mike Holmgren came from the Bill Walsh tree. So it's just
it still keeps growing. And boy, just think about if Bill Walsh was in around this time. Oh, quarterbacks can't be hit. Oh, receivers can do this. My God.
Creating that stuff like that Adam Sandler movie in The Water Boy. Just over there, just creating plays. That's so easy.
But of course, my favorite Bill Walsh, which oddly enough, he was talking about playing against the Raiders. And then he says, well, maybe perhaps you guys need to have a lot of sex or no sex or maybe more sex.
Wow. Talk about a statement. Talk about a statement.
But I should come on here because, like I said, I ain't gonna be on here long. But I do want to congratulate y'all brothers on 100 episodes, doing your thing. I don't always get to catch everything, but it's fun because, like I said, it's like talking to my brothers, just doing everything sports wise. You're always getting down to it, always knowledgeable. So as much as we do the shit talking on, because we're fans, I know when it comes down to the real shit, it's like, all right, okay, we got that right like mind. We can actually get some stuff going. So congratulations on 100, and here's to 100,000 more. Then maybe Doug will put you in a nice little studio because since he got his A7 studio, boy, just working everything now.
Over there doing the Stephen A. Smith type thing over there. But hey, we're gonna have to call you. You fall in the category of Alan and Tony now, working like a Jamaican.
I'm saying you just doing all types of things.
Well, I'm just thankful to have the platform that I do. Which again, like I said, I couldn't do this without Mizzle. And like I said, I'm thankful to Derek for welcoming into the A7. It certainly is a unique style of football. I mean, for them to do this with no pads, no helmet, and for them to not get injured, considering on Fox 5.2, it's insane. The numbers that we did on caffeine
TV along. Vegas. Stop it. You already got there. You're broadcasting live on the Fox affiliation in Vegas. And I listen to it on when I'm at work.
I'll just say this: the fall season will be on December the 3rd, even though the fall doesn't count per se.
Okay.
But the fall season will start on the 3rd of December. So you'll be once again be hearing me on the air doing commentary. Eventually, somewhere down the road, There are talking about expansion. They just did announce that they're doing that. Indianapolis is now throwing itself into the ring in A7. Of course, I personally have been pushing for a Northern California Bay Area division.
Just trying to find a way to fly your ass home without having so you can take a little mini vacation.
Well, I'm like, I'm like this. If the A7 is willing to pay me to do games in that division, I will gladly do it. With that said, they're supposed to be expanding to Reno this year.
Oh,
I don't know for the fall, but I don't know for the fall, but definitely for the spring. Even the simple one himself was talking about, hey, how do I play? I'm like, you seriously really want to play in this league?
No,
But
no. We're not touching that. We're not going there. We're not doing that. No. Just no. We're not doing it. I'm taking a sip of the buzz.
so you're
Mm.
so you're telling him let it go.
We all got to once once you hit that big 4-0, it's a wrap. It's nice to coach. Look, everybody went. John went. Joe went. Steve went. Peyton Manning went. John Elway said, "Hey, I love playing the games, but all that practicing and everything, it hurts my body. It's time. Football, a lot of sports is a young man's game. Now you can go into coaching, you can do everything else, but you trying to be out there on that field, you're gonna be like that little fool on the Giants game the other day, trying to run around that field and just like, no, what you doing? It just
Like I said,
medical insurance.
uh,
Medical insurance costs more for older people. Those pull hamstrings do come out a little bit more quicker than young ones. That recovery time, look, y'all already know we try to club and try to party up just drinking at the house, and woo, that recovery time is a lot longer. Used to be I could drink till 2, wake up at 10, I'm okay. 10, I'm still dragging. Oh, damn, shit. Uh-uh.
I don't recover until 2 days now. I
See,
need to
I'm
know.
about to, yep, I know, I know. I
Need
don't,
to do that.
you glad your wife did not put the pictures out, boy? This here tequila tore you up, and everybody said you were gone. I'm like, Raymond, gone at home, and the party kept rolling without you.
It was on top of that is that I hosted Nia and her friends. So I had barbecue. I had woke up early, had the barbecued in the heat.
Mm,
So I
mm.
was already drained, and then I cooked,
Oh,
for our party. So I double
oh,
cooked. No excuses,
oh,
no excuses at
no.
all. But I don't. I didn't get
Mm.
no sleep. I was tired as hell. So the moment that
did you smack?
Oh no, no. Barbecue will drain you. I have learned. I don't know how
yes,
Debo does it. Barbecue
yes.
will drain everything. You could be perfectly fine, not even drink it.
Well,
Barbecue
see, no,
just drains
see,
the hell out of you.
but see, here's the thing. Barbecue gives Debo life and it gives him a hard on. So that's why it doesn't make him tired. Okay. Because
No, shit.
he takes pride in smacking the meat and what his meat and everybody's out.
So we'll have a comment by him in the comment section when this is uploaded for sure. But no,
I'm sure.
But here's what I tell people. I said I saw everybody come in the house. I made him walk you out the house, but I saw you. I knew you was there. But yeah, I was tired. I was literally tired because I was moving, and everybody knows that's been here. I don't sit down when there's guests here. I move.
No, he does not.
Everybody's okay.
He's mobile. He's mobile.
So I think that moment I sat down,
He's
I think I sat down next to my dad, and after that, it was my body. My body just shut down, and that's. I do remember a lot of. I do remember a lot of stuff, but I shut down.
That I remember. Trust me. There is time.
So
I was just gonna say there's
finish your
times
point.
when I once I know I'm done, I'm done. I'm like, I'll go in the house like I'm done. I'm drained. I gotta go. Gotta sleep. I have no shame in my game anymore. I'm done.
Sleep is very, very important. No, but what I was going to ask you, from your perspective, doesn't matter if you've read articles or you've seen a little bit of film. Thoughts so far on what they're talking about? That Brock Purdy is looking good in his throwing motions, and his shoulder looks to
Oh
be
my
coming
God.
along just fine.
You know, I'm gonna be nice because it's a 100 episode for my man. You know what, Raymond? This is what it
As
feels
as
like.
Mizzle as
This
Mi-
is
as
this is
Mizzle
feels
does
like
the
watching
Orange
First Take.
Cassidy.
When you're watching First Take, and all I got to hear is Dak this, Dak that, Cowboys this, Cowboy that, Cowboy this. I understand. I understand. I
Oh,
would
no, no,
just
no, no.
say
Have
this.
your honestly, you guys have the platform for a second because I did have my segment for the Raiders. So go ahead and have it. I was just doing the Orange Cassidy, so my brother would say what I did. So that was all just a part of the show. But no, the floor is yours, Duke, and this is why we brought you on to speak. So go ahead. Don't cut it short.
I, I'm I'm happy that Brock is doing well. As I kept saying, I feel like he's the starter. As much as I want to kind of give Trey that chance because you gotta kind of see what you have, I don't mind because I already know what Brock can do. I'm sorry, 6 games. You know, if you would have said the first 3 games, okay, teams didn't know you, didn't do it. No, those last 3 regular season games, people knew who you were. Now he still went through it. Playoff game, hey, he did what he had to do. There was enough film on him, and he went through that and showed. So I already know what I got in Brock. What I don't know is Trey, and whether Trey's gonna be our man, Trey gonna be some trade bait. Are we gonna get full value? No, but I need to figure out what Trey is going to be. And more likely, you know, it's the business side of it. I know what Trey upside is. He can run. He can do this. He'll make the offense great. Brock does just enough. We got all these other running backs, and he's a lot cheaper. And the name of the game in the NFL is to win with a cheap quarterback. That's the truth because we all know when it's payday, somebody gonna get cut. I got Bosa waiting in the wings. We already know what's going on. We got McCaffrey. I didn't even think that trade was gonna work out. That was in my face. Look, Brock knows what he got to do. I'm gonna throw it to these receivers. Brandon Ayuk is like, I'm making a case to try to be a number one. I know I ain't a number one with Debo around, but I'm gonna make a case to be number one. So you got 2 number 1s. We already know I'm biased. We have the greatest tight end in the NFL. I know another team might say something differently, but I say we got the number 1 tight end. And we got a defensive line that keeps moving and moving and just keep plugging them in and stuff like that. As long as Trent Williams is doing good, we ready to go.
I would say fuck that other team you're talking about with they tight end because I know who you're talking about. Fuck that organization. I say fuck that organization more than I say fuck your organization. There it is.
Got a question: is it the Chiefs the number 1 or is the Broncos? Like who's like for Raiders? Like is it like Chiefs
I
the
think
number
the
1?
I
I
hate
think
all of them.
yeah, I say all 3 of those. You got to keep in mind AFL originals. So this
Yeah.
is a this is a 63-year
Hatred.
of despisement among those 3 teams.
But I know, but
So that
but you know what Niners look.
All
The
of them.
Niners, there's 2 teams. There's 2 teams. It's the Rams and the Cowboys. It's just those 2.
But see, here's for me. It's my whole division. It's.
I mean, I get that. I mean, hey,
we already know the reason why I despise your organization.
Of course,
players.
Yeah.
It's not where you're from. You guys don't matter nothing to me. Nothing. It's your fucking fans that make me hate you guys. I will come on here. That's the only reason why I'm Stephen A. Smith when it comes to the Niners. Straight up. How bad he hates the Cowboys, that's how bad I hate the Niners. Nothing to do with me. It's your fans. But me being a fan, it's okay. I'm gonna give you the best example because you're gonna understand when I'm gonna say this. It's us when it comes to Duke.
Okay.
Say anything else.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Because but like I said, Duke is always that. But you'll have some people, okay, Tar Heels hate Virginia Tech or Tar Heels. Yeah, I was like Syracuse, Maryland at a time. I was like,
because
no,
they're in our conference. That's the only part they're in our conference. But we hate Duke. Anything else.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about a Wake Forest.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why I'm
when it
asking
comes
you.
to Miami, ain't shit to us because that's basketball. Only thing I despise about Miami is their football team because I'm a Florida State Seminole.
Yeah.
But when it comes to basketball, it's Duke. Duke is it. There's nothing else that we got to talk about. Oh, you're a Virginia Tech fan? Okay.
Not Kevin. But
Okay.
that's why I'm
You're a
asking.
Duke
Like,
fan?
that's why I'm really. That's why I'm really asking you. Like, for the Raiders, like, is it really just the whole division, or like, is there someone
It's
on
the
top of
whole
that?
division. When it comes to that AFC West,
It's just.
but I'll tell you, the work a fan will tell you is it will be the Chargers and the Raiders that will be the what you would want to say because we're the California teams. That's when it at the time.
But
we're in Vegas.
not,
we're in Vegas. We rephrase that. We're in Vegas.
Not just that. But not just that. A lot of people forget that Al Davis got his coaching from Sid Gilman. Sid Gilman was the head Sid Gilman coach for the Chargers. Al was on his coaching staff before Al came to the Raiders in 1963. That's what people keep forgetting. Al Davis is from the Sid Gilman coaching tree, which a lot of people forget. So I can understand when Mizzle talks about the aspect of the whole thing. It's a little bit personal with the Chargers because Al at one point in time was a part of the Chargers organization. Yeah. Now, for me, I'll tell you, it's the Arlington Cowboys,
all day,
the East Rutherford Giants, and the Green Bay Packers. Yep. Those three teams have my heart. A Niner fan.
So you're saying, are you going because right now the no matter who is the quarterback or who y'all play, the Seahawks got y'all fucking number 2.
No, but that's more recent within the.
So that's what I'm asking. Are we talking more? Are we talking more past? Are we bringing the present into it?
No, we're talking like all time.
Okay. Oh yeah. So are you going to throw? Can we say the Giants?
Oh, definitely.
Can we throw the Giants in there?
I said them. I said them.
Yeah.
I said the Giants.
I said the Giants.
I said the Giants. Packers and Giants, Packers, Cowboys. The three.
Oh yeah, because you had beef with the
my
Packers.
heart.
Brett Favre was still there.
Oh, yeah.
I had a lot of beef with the Packers. Yeah, I love that shit. That was good football. That's great football.
We only beat him one time, and that was because Terrell Owens decided to catch the one pass because he was dropping everything else, fumbling everything else.
That's the Steve Young game, ain't it? When Steve Young slipped and drilled it right in his chest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The one decided. Yeah.
Hey, that was because of Steve Young. That's the only reason why he caught it, because Steve Young started that shit right in his numbers. He had no choice but to catch that ball.
But Dub, I will put it to you like this. I don't count the Packers as much as more maybe Brent Favre. And that's just me not liking Brent Favre. Because before that, the Packers
Brent Favre was torching y'all. And those was good games.
The Packers are like the Seahawks, like you just said. It was just in that time they were in our way. The Giants, the whole 80s, they were there. And we ain't even got to speak. We ain't even got to speak about that.
The reason why y'all like the Giants is because of Lawrence Taylor. Be real, it's Lawrence Taylor.
That too. I mean, he's a part.
Ooh,
Jim.
How you let Lawrence Taylor just slip right by? That's a big mistake. You don't let that big man. You don't let that big man.
Marshall knocked down for 2 years. Okay, because going to be Lawrence Taylor, the greatest defense in life. They changed game plans because of number 56 from Carolina University. Yes, Taylor is you. Okay.
Hey,
Jim Burt.
Y'all had Lawrence Taylor. I had Derek Thomas. Derek Thomas wreaked havoc on my Raiders every time he saw the silver and black. I think the man had damn near 8 sacks in one game against my Raiders. That's not exaggerating.
Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah. Woo.
Derek Thomas torched my Raiders every fucking year, twice a year. So I know about Lawrence Taylor torching y'all. And that's the thing. Lawrence Taylor ain't even in y'all division. He's just in your conference.
No,
that man was Derek Thomas was in my division.
Yes, from 1980 to 1990, we saw
Derek
the
Thomas,
Giants every
Yeah,
year.
well, they should have been in y'all division. Yeah, that's. I take that back.
But the funny thing is, one of the greatest football games I ever watched. Damn, final score was 70. And there's
Say that score again.
7-3 on Monday night.
You said
And it's probably
7-3?
one of the highest Monday night football. 7-3 was the final score.
Yeah.
7-3.
Hey, you know Monday Night Football was pissed off. But
they weren't.
But for us fans, that's a hell of a football game. That's what we. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the long ball, the deep throw, but I love an in the trenches defensive battle. You put your best offense against my bet,
and that's what that was.
And you just let's go slug it. That's football. That's if you understand that, that means you should understand boxing, how people hate Floyd Mayweather because of what he does. Well, the part of boxing is not to get hit. It's for you to hit the person, but the part of boxing ain't to get hit. Floyd didn't get hit. Hello. So that 7-3 to me in the football game, that means holy shit. That's 12 rounds of boxing to me. It was great. That's a good football game.
Chess match.
All day. That means the DC, the defensive coordinator and the offensive coordinator was butting heads the whole game. And whoever had the 7 points, that offensive coordinator called that one play to get it. And that was it. That's beautiful. I can watch that all day.
I think it was either a quick slant or a mini post to touchdown.
Something out of the ordinary. That's what I love about football. You can run the same plays in football, and they'll have the film and figure it out. They'll know what you're going to run the moment that you line up. That's why you got to have different plays in your playbook to call at a certain.
Is that a reminder of something? God, I swear that happened like in a Super Bowl where somebody knew all the play calls. And
you mean Big Brother? Are we talking about Big Brother? Big Brother knew everything that was coming. And we Patrick. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, whoa.
No. I'm talking about Warren Sapp, and they were calling out the play.
Are you talking about John Gruden? Oh, bruh. But here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. They altered the offense in that Super Bowl. If you ask all the Raider players, with the week of it, they altered the whole script. So that means I'm gonna tell you this: Jerry Rice, the most respected. We call that man Jesus Cleats, right? We call that man ain't never lost a Super Bowl in his whole career.
I'm still mad at y'all about that.
Oh, I'm pissed off about it, bro. Because that was Tim Brown's only chance to solidify his career. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame. Don't get me wrong, but we got arguably the best receiver in the NFL right now, just like how we got Devontae Adams right now. We wasted Jerry Rice time with the Raiders. Bro, you have an undefeated wide receiver in the Super Bowl. He knows what to do. And he comes out and says, that Super Bowl was sabotaged. Do you think I'm going to listen to what Jerry Rice say? You goddamn right I'm going to listen to what Jerry Rice got to say. We slightly tarnished his career by him losing that Super Bowl. Because he was tremendous. He was tremendous. I mean, he took a lot of pressure off Tim Brown and made Tim Brown a lot better. That offense was a lot better the moment Jerry Rice got there. He made everything better, and we wasted it.
We know.
I'm more pissed off than you, and you ain't. And he was a Raider, and you pissed off as a Niner fan because we fucked up his record as a Super Bowl player. Oh, I was cocky as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna speak a lot. I'm like, we got Jesus and cleats. This man don't lose in the Super Bowl. That man about to eat, and then Rich Gannon gonna find his ass when the game don't matter the most on a goddamn seam route. Jerry Rice should have been eating like that the whole game. The
Like
whole game.
that every Tampa Bay player said, yeah, when they were calling out
Line
plays,
up right there. They about to run the slant route.
they called your plays before you did. They about to
Slow
do
seams.
Hey,
John
wait.
told them.
Here's the thing. This is what John Gruden said because he was on film. When Gannon does this, wherever side he pump fakes to, he's throwing it the opposite way. That's how Derek Brooks got that pick six, because he knew the moment that Gannon went this way, he was coming here. Just sit. Just sit.
Like I said, it seems like when the plays, every play is lined up, the defense knows it.
I tell people this, and I've said this on our show many, many times. I've only cried twice in pro sports: the Super Bowl, and when Allen Iverson lost to the Lakers in the finals. That's the only two times I cried for sports, and I said I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again. The Raiders literally hurt me. No. I'm sorry. 3 times. The fucking tuck rule made me cry. I was pissed because I was more pissed. It was angry tears. But after that, sports has literally made me Teflon Don now. I didn't see us get cheated. I didn't see us twice. I didn't see my Raiders get cheated in the damn in sports. But I knew we wasn't gonna beat the Lakers in the finals. But it was hard because I really wanted Iverson to get one because I knew that was his only shot right there. So
fair enough. Fair enough. It's like I get it because it's like you respect Iverson, but everybody knew it was Iverson did his job by getting one because it should have been a sweep. The Lakers should have swept them all the way through, and just getting Iverson one woke them ass up like, oh no, we finishing this. And so yeah,
they saw Iverson's heart. Because if you look at the stats, Iverson averaged 30.5, I believe 30.5 points through the whole final.
35.
35? Yeah. Okay. So I got it for 30.
Yeah.
35 points the whole finals. That means my man had no help. And I will run down the roster. I don't want to do it because I done
No. I remember that roster. You ain't got
shit.
Yeah. And guess what? Kobe knew it. Shaq knew it. Oh, we getting ours. We were supposed to go undefeated and have that perfect run. You stop that. Shaq is like, enough of this. It's time for this to be done with.
Look at me, Kareem. Look at me. Look at me.
But I'll say this. It don't matter who the Lakers would have ran up against that year. They were winning that finals.
Oh yeah.
It could have been it could the Raptors, the Raptors wouldn't have had a chance. I think they would have swept the Raptors for sure.
They already went through the finals through the West. San Antonio, once they took care of San Antonio, it was a wrap.
That was the finals right there. That's what I love about how the West is. The West comes into playing the East like you don't play over here. You don't understand how we play. We just played 7 games. That was our finals. You ain't nothing to us right now. That's how strong the West is compared to the East.
That's during that time frame, it was a good 10, 15 years. The West was dominant, and it's starting to get back that way.
Yes, it is.
It's starting, but the East still got some heavy hitters, but it's starting to get there.
I don't think Boston ain't going to be able to replicate what they've been doing. They didn't spend too much money, and I don't think they're going to get back to – they'll be there just for the simple fact of the matter with the players they got, but I think they'll burn out by the time it gets to the important stage because of the money issues of what they just did with Brown and Tatum.
I think what Boston's going to try to do, they're kind of getting to a point like how Miami is. We don't have to have the 1 seed. It's nice, but we've proven we can win on the road. We can do all the get in the top 4, maybe get 2 or 3. Really prepare for
stay out the play-in. Just stay out the play-in.
Get ready for the playoff. Milwaukee's kind of the same thing. Giannis like, look, 1, 2, just get me in the playoffs. Let's roll. Philly. I don't know what Philly's doing yet.
We ain't talking about it right now.
I can't even. Yeah, and that's really it. You got Boston and Milwaukee. Miami, I'll talk about you if you get Dame. But right now, I don't know what you're doing. That's it. It's
if they don't get Dame.
Milwaukee, Boston.
Yeah. And I'll say this: the sleeper team that I will say, don't sleep on the Pacers. The Pacers have quietly been building that roster to compete.
Give it about a couple more years.
Yep.
Couple more years.
Yep. And
Same thing with the Nets.
Where did Monty Williams go? He went to the Pistons, right?
Yeah, he got paid.
Yeah, well, honestly, he got deservedly because he's going to turn that franchise around. Give him about a couple of years too, because look what he did with Phoenix. And I believe the Pistons got a little bit better roster than the Suns.
I'm not sure yet. You know what? I'm going to tell you what's going to help them out. I know they got their guards. It's your former Warrior.
Wiseman.
What is White?
Yeah, Mr. Wiseman, yes.
What is he going to turn into now that now that he ain't got that pressure on him? He was playing more because that's really what he needed. More playing time. The Pistons will go sneakily how he goes. If he really turns into a 2010, 15, 8, if he goes right, you're fine. Because I know they got their guards and stuff like that, but it's going to take time. That Wiseman, how he fills out. And if he's not a starter, if he's a contributor, 6th, 7th man, that's going to help them. But Detroit is going to take some time.
Well, the only reason why I say that is because I look what Monty Williams did with Ayton.
The same Ayton that he didn't like and was ready to get rid of.
Yeah, but Ayton became a damn good basketball player under that. The more kudos goes to Chris Paul, because Chris Paul, wherever he goes, wherever big. That's why I'm so happy they kept Kuminga, because right now Chris Paul is about to make Kuminga way better.
Hey, just Kuminga's
about to thrive.
Yeah, all he's going to tell you I'm going to pick and roll, screen and roll, and lob it up. I was like, you've had Lob City. Tyson Chandler should be happy. You should be thanking Chris Paul, because I remember having Tyson Chandler as a Chicago Bull. You were nothing. All of a sudden, you making money and being an all-star in New Orleans because of Chris Paul. I was like, wait a second. Where did all this come from? And then you could send that over to Dallas and all this. I was like, that's not it's Tyson Chandler I had in Chicago.
The same thing you can say about Blake Griffin. The same thing about DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan, he's still getting paid off of Chris Paul.
Chris Paul was giving you, so that's why I believe this. So I believe, to jump back to the Pistons, I believe Monty Williams will get Wiseman in the. You're right. How do you feel about that, Dub? What's your take on that?
Yeah, now you're hearing that.
Here's the thing, and for me, it's the simple. I think Wiseman and Cade Cunningham can be something under the tutelage of Monty Williams, because people are forgetting that Mr. Cunningham is still there. If Cunningham, because Monty's going to turn them into something respectable, because that's just what Monty Williams does. Everywhere Monty Williams goes, he turns them into a respectable team, because comes from the Greg Popovich tree. He played on Popovich. He coached Popovich. He'll have but
I don't disagree with anything you said there, sir.
Quick question. 6-year deal?
For who?
Monty.
I think he got dig at the bag. I think he got the big bag, yeah.
I know he got the big. I'm just wondering. 6 years, by year 4.
So you said out of the 6 by year 4?
Year 4.
How long did it take for him to change over the Suns? They got to the playoff. They got to the finals.
2 years.
They got
2 years, but he also got. But he also got Chris Paul.
That's the roster, though. He had a better roster. Yeah. I can see that. I think year 3, if everything gets into place and they get the right pieces and they continue to build on the pieces that they're doing now, I can see year 3. But I don't disagree with what you said about year 4, though, Dugan. I don't disagree with that. But I can kind of see year 3 if they get the pieces.
They'll have to get veterans. There's no more rebuilding. Get some veterans in there. Start teaching right. But I'll say year 4 is where you'll see that big uptake. Something if year 3, like you said, might be play in. Year 4 is upper play in.
Yeah.
maybe a 6 seed if done right. Because like I said, you also got to look at it. Toronto's going to be sliding. My Bulls are going to be my Bulls, just mid level.
It's like
Charlotte,
you said, it's gonna be the Bucks, the Heat, and the Celtics. And my Sixers might hang around, but that's gonna be your three. And wait, you said the Heat, right? Did I say the Heat?
we put the Heat in there, but we're kind of
Yes,
putting them on question mark because we're trying to see what's the play here. If you get Dame, you're definitely talking about. And even if they don't get Dame, Pat Riley, I can't
Yep.
undersell him.
You can't go against Pat.
You know, he'll do something. If he has an off year, he has an off year or an off year or two, and then he's right back in it. I'm not going to knock Pat.
and certified was a
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna never go against Pat Riley. Pat Riley, that's like going against Mike Tomlin. You would never go against Mike Tomlin.
Nope.
You
Well, y'all, I do need to go ahead and call it a night and get ready for this work. Once again, thank you for inviting me. Thank you for 100 episodes and 2,000 more to go. You know, hopefully, like I said, I get in there, do a live studio one day or just have some more time. But congratulations, my brothers. Y'all keep doing y'all
well.
thing.
Let's just say this. God willing, if a studio does happen, the first show we're doing a roundtable, all y'all in the goddamn studio with us. I'm just saying.
We're gonna be, you know, we used to do some hood shit, just be playing dominoes and just have the mic recording. Bam! And, oh yeah, we're talking sports, but yeah, we're also doing some dominoes as well. But
take it
yes, if it
back
is a round table, that would be great.
we can take it back to the college, and you know, I know once I walk up in there and all eyes gonna be on where the fuck is he sitting?
I don't give a damn where you sit at. Fuck it.
Now,
I ain't
wait,
afraid of
now you didn't got that in your system, but previously
Well,
it was
hey,
where he's sitting. Well,
yeah.
you never had that issue with me. It was everybody else never went to sit next
I
to me.
didn't give a damn where you. There's only maybe one player, and boy, I'm losing my mind on who it was that I really did have to kind of sit there and watch, like, okay, where's he sitting at? Because he got some. I can't think of his name for the life of me.
was it was it Keith?
No, Keith. You know what? Let me give Keith and Bertle some credit because when I played three up with them three, I do have to kind of watch where they're sitting because Keith will get you. But after years of playing 3-on-3 with them, and I learned on, hey, Keith's gonna do what he got to do. You get real better. So it wasn't Keith. God, who was it? It wasn't
No, but the
Kenny.
fun, but the funny thing was in the beginning, he purposely would sit in front of Lavelle just to frustrate and piss off Lavelle, and that was funniest shit ever of all time. No, not you, Keith. When
Yeah.
Keith,
Keith was
yeah.
playing
Yes,
dominoes
I
with us,
remember that. I remember those days. Yes.
he purposely.
Yeah,
Well,
I will say this. Yeah, when you play with
Shit
Berto
ever.
and Keith, you play with Berto and Keith enough times, and like I said, it's not even four, it's three. It's like, okay, I got Keith over here, I got Berto over here. All right, let me see what I can manage to get around. Let me count this. And oh yeah, those are some fun days just kicking it at like Berto's house, just on some late night, just chilling. So I'll definitely say they helped the game out where I'm like, I don't care who sits where it's at. I'm gonna find a way unless I just have a bad hand. But yeah, I understand that's where that defense, where that comes in. It's like whoever you sit in front of, I got you.
exactly. Well, we do appreciate you being a loyal
Yes, yes,
subscriber.
yes, yes.
Not just a loyal subscriber, but if we had a list of how many people has came on the show, you are up here to whatever.
Yeah, I did
Next.
not know.
Oh,
Yeah, I
you are
love
the
you.
you are the most you've been the most guest to come on
Freak,
the show.
you've been the most frequent guest. So with that said, um, the seat is always open for you to come on. The door is always open.
Thank you, my brothers. Well, keep it up. Y'all do your thing on the late night tip. My black ass need to go to sleep and get back to that work grind.
That's all of us.
That's all of us.
I gotta hit it in the tomorrow too. But yes, but thank you, sir.
I'll see y'all next time.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Steve. Of course, that was Steve Dugan, friend, or as we like to say, brother. Of course, one of our most frequent guests. Jim D sent us out. He said, as much as he would love to be on, he is in the, but he wanted
Who was that again?
that. But he said that he listened. He was very proud of accomplishment. So we appreciate that, Mr. Moon. He said,
"Who the name?"
As much as he would, Debo.
Oh, Debo. Okay, there we go.
Yes. But it was like he said, as much as I would love to join you on this dope ass milestone, I have to be 4 hours. But congratulations. You which is a
all right.
There you go. So again, as our thanks to Steve, we appreciate it. And that said, despite all the time technology has kicked us out, we were going to do the show anyway. So this may be a 3-part show. We don't care because, like I said, me and Mizzle definitely enjoy doing. Like I said, we do.
Indeed.
Subscribe to followers. And yes, indeed, you damn right. This has been episode 100 of the Mizzle Dub Show. And of course, as you know, it's football season. So you will be seeing a lot of these pretty faces on the airwaves talking football and bringing you a lot of action. But again, we thank you guys for joining us on this journey, on this epitaph that is the Mizzle Dub Show, episode number 100. That's it for Charles Woodson, wearing the Charles Woodson shirt. I'm Lieutenant Pete Mitchell from Fightertown, USA, California, saying thank you for watching. This is the 100th edition of the Mizzle Dub Show. And as always, it is 5 o'clock. Some damn where.
Indeed.